Hi, Gary from mrgshave here. I think this is my Saturday face shave number 47. For those of you that don't watch my head shave videos, I did mention Ken Surfs yesterday. You know, obviously he's going through a bit of a rough patch with COVID-19, and I hope he and his family are all well and they get through it safely. So go over there and show him some love. Let's get on with the shave today. I'm using software wise One Society pre-shave oil. So I think this is sort of a rum and lime. It's got jojoba oil, almond oil, aloe vera juice, grapeseed oil and some essential oils, but if I remember correctly, I think this is rum and lime. I'll soon tell you. Yeah, I think this is a rum and lime. The soap that I'm using is Phoenix and Beau shaving soap Iceni. Get that? So that's the Iceni, and that's the ingredients if you want to pause it here and have a look at the ingredients. The next, as a tonic, I'm using Boots Tea Tree and Witch Hazel face tonic, followed by Williams Aqua Velva. Now this should have a tinge of blue to it, but as I've said before, when I've used this, I've left it in the sunlight and it's bleached the colour out of it. And then to finish up, I'm using the Phoenix and Beau post-shave lotion Iceni again. So there you go, there's Iceni down there. So that's the software. Hardware, I'm going back to a good old Boar brush. This is it's already been soaking. This is my Omega 49 Pro Boar brush. Lovely little, make sure it's the right way around, yeah. Nice, I have to say, it as much as I love my synthetics, I do enjoy using these, I really do. Bowl, I'm going to be using my Giles Shaving Co. Shallow Bowl. Beautiful bowl again by Giles Shaving Co. Really nice. I've got two bowls by Giles Shaving Co. The pedestal bowl is my favourite. Next in line of my favourite bowls is this one. So, and then to finish off, I'm using my Muhle R41. So yeah, there it is. This is nicknamed the Beast. It's one of the most aggressive razors on the market, and if you watched my head shave yesterday, the reason I'm using this today is to get a feel as to where I place that razor in aggression terms in comparison to this, because this is the benchmark for most people. This is probably one of the, bar going to a shavette or a cutthroat razor, this is probably the most aggressive you can get. So that being said, I will obviously throw in the guest star, which is alum. This is beginning to wear a bit thin now, but it's still got a lot of time left on it. I've bought backup. I saw that these were recommended on a forum that I've been watching. Persby Rock, there it is, and it's basically alum in a stick form. It's very good for as an antiperspirant and deodorant, but I also, as a comparison, and I've got Salt of the Earth Classic, so that's the other one that I've got. So and that's another shave stick. So, shave stick. It's another stick form of alum. And we'll see how they get on. I mean, I'm not going to use them for quite a while by the looks of it, because I'll wait until I've used up the block. But there you go. So that's what I'm using today. I'm going to get myself ready and I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. I've wet myself down. Going straight on with the pre-shave oil. I've got to give somebody a shout out today. You know who you are. It's a friend of mine called Nigel. Hi Nigel. I want you all to do me a favour. He is a cartridge shaver. He uses cartridges, Harry's to be exact. We've all got to persuade him to have a go with the DE. I'm only asking him to have a go. I'll lend him the razor, everything. I'll lend him all the gear and he can have a go. And you know, hopefully he'll fall down the rabbit hole like the rest of us have. But yeah, you all need to get him off the cartridge razor you know, system, because it's nowhere near as satisfying as working with DEs. Right, so threat carried out, Nigel. You've been tagged. So this is something else I bought. I saw the Opinionated Brit, I think this channel is, and he used his was a special spoon, but his was a round, what was it, round edge shovel or RES or whatever, and I just went on Amazon and found this one, and the reason for it is you can scoop out some soap. So I'm just going to scoop out a little bit of soap. Quite useful for that. Come on, focus. So that's all I need. Place that in the bowl. And then what I tend to do is really push it in and spread it out. Because if you leave it in thick clumps, you will find that you don't actually get it all in your brush, and you end up at the end of your shave scooping some of the soap back out of the bowl. So I try and thin it out as much as possible. And there you go. So that's ready to start lathering. So I'm just going to squeeze out the brush and then a couple of gentle shakes and then straight in. I'm going to try and get this soap off my fingers. So how's everybody's week been? I hope you've all done all your shopping and this week is all about relaxation. I know that's probably not going to be the case, but we've done most of our shopping online this year, so everything is already wrapped and ready. So basically when you first start lathering like this, you're going to find it's quite dry and you'll actually feel resistance. But the whole point about this is to get that soap into the bristles and away from the bowl itself. And as you can see, that's quite dry, that. It's almost chalky and pasty. So I'm just going to dip my brush in some water, just the tips, and gently add water. In fact, what I'm going to do is dip my fingers in and drop some water in. And then you'll see that the lather starts to grow, get thicker, and it'll start to get a sheen on it. So we're not there yet. I mean, it's pretty close. I'm going to drop. So either dip the tips of your brush into the water, or dip 3 fingers in and just let the water drip off your fingers into the bowl. And as you will see, I now have a lot of lather. The main thing is to get a sufficient level of water in it to get the slickness going. I mean, I do like a drier lather. There are people who really go for, I mean, that's there now. I don't know whether you can see the sheen on that. I certainly can, and in the bowl. But that's there, so I'm ready to go. It's important to get enough water into a soap or a cream to ensure that you get the slickness that you're looking for. I've learnt that a lot more. Double-edged razors or safety razor are more forgiving in terms of how slick your soap is, unless you're using a Muhle R41, of course, the beast. But they are more forgiving. If you're using a straight razor or a shavette, you need to make sure you've got that slickness there. And in the short time that I've been straight razor, I used to straight razor shave. As I've said before, years ago I had a gold dollar, but I left it in the bathroom for a fortnight while I was away on holiday. When I came back, it was covered in rust. So I didn't use it, and that was in 2018, August 2018, I think. But I've started as if I've never used a cutthroat, and I'm on my 7th or 9th, I think it's probably my 9th shave with a straight razor, and I will be debuting my straight razor shaves in January, and I'm probably going to do those on Wednesdays. So I'm going to do a straight razor shave on Wednesday, head shave on Friday, and safety razors on a Saturday, and we'll go from there. So here we go. I haven't used this very often, but yeah, this is a beast. This is the beast, and you can immediately feel the blade. You don't apply any pressure at all. Just let the weight of the head do the work. All you have to do is maintain the head's contact to your skin, but apply no pressure. Because believe me, with this, you apply pressure and it will bite you. And it'll bite you quite badly. It'll probably bite you almost as badly as you would with a straight razor. So you must not, you must pay this razor a lot of respect. So obviously pass one with the grain. So I just heard before I came up to do my shave that our Prime Minister, Mr. Johnson, is making an announcement today because there's a new strain of virus in the southeastern London that seems to be more infectious than the previous, or the other version of the same virus. So I don't know what that's going to be all about, but I'm hoping it doesn't affect the Christmas plans for anybody in this country. This is a great brush, Really, really nice. After, you know, I mean, once it's, I mean, this isn't fully broken in yet, but when they're fully broken in, the Boars are beautiful brushes. When you first buy them, they can have a bit of a smell to them, a bit of an odour. A bit like a pig's derriere. But if you shampoo and condition them a couple of times with some fairly strong scented shampoo and conditioner, you'll find that smell will certainly reduce, if not go away completely. Just painting this on. This Phoenix and Beau produces wonderful lather, lots of cushion, lots of slickness, really, really nice. There we go. So, across the grain. So Nigel, if you're watching this, when you use these things, you have to map the grain or the way that your hair grows on your face. So you know where with the grain is, where across the grain is, and where against the grain is. So for me, I've got a weird one because on this side of my face, my hair sort of grows as a diagonal, or sort of diagonally that way. And so for me, across the grain is straight up, whereas for most people, across that would be against the grain. But anyway, so across the grain. Yeah, so everybody get on the comments section and tell Nigel why he needs to throw his his cartridge razor away. I did try and persuade him. I said I'll lend him my mrgshave and all the gear so he can try it out. So I've thrown down the gauntlet. Are you man enough? Yeah. Don't worry. If you don't want to do it, don't worry about it. I'm not. I'm just teasing you. I think I may have caught myself. We'll soon find out. That might come out. Just felt it bite me slightly. Right, across the grain. Yeah, I won't give you this one to shave with, Nige. Because that would be disastrous. There you go, I knew I'd caught myself just there. Just a slight twinge. So what are my plans for Christmas? Well, in terms of shaving videos, if I put up a shaving video, I don't know when I'll do it. I may do one on Christmas Eve, but I'm not guaranteeing it. I certainly won't be putting one up on Christmas Day. That's why I think Christmas Eve is the most likely time for me to put up a shave video, which will be the Thursday. And then I may do another shave in between Christmas Day and New Year's Day. I may do another shave then. But as I say, I can't guarantee it. We'll wait and see. What I can guarantee is that videos will get back to normal as of I think the first Friday. I think January the 1st is a Friday. I won't be doing it on New Year's Day. I'll do it on the Friday after that. So I think that's the 8th. So Friday the 8th of Jan is when my videos, or in fact, it probably be the Wednesday before with a straight razor shave. So there you go. That's my plan. I'll put all the details in below. As I say, I'll be flexible through the Christmas period, and then after New Year's Day, the following Wednesday, I think I'll do my straight razor shave, and then Friday I'll head shave, and Saturday face shave with a safety razor or a DE razor. So that's the plan anyway. Let's just get this on. Got to go against the grain now. This looks a bit thin, but it's fine for what I want. And I've got loads of lather in the bowl. So let's just add some. There we go. There we go. So against the grain. So what are all your plans over Christmas? Are you all, have you got some shaving presents coming from Santa, or, what have you got on its way? I've had a nice parcel delivered today. So Billy, if you're watching, thanks. I've received it and I'm going to show everybody next year. So in the first week, I'll show people what I got over Christmas. Got to be careful here. Really focusing. You've got to focus with this razor. You really have. So I'm riding the cap now. So riding the cap is where you place the cap flat against your face like that, and then just rock it up until the blade picks up. And I find that really works. Right, so let's see how we're doing. I mean, if I'm honest, on the cheeks, you'd only need with the grain pass, because you get it smooth enough. I've got a little bit here, just a tiny bit, a little bit at the back here. So that's me. So I'm gonna just do that. I've still got loads of lather left here. And that's it. Right, so this is where you've really got to be careful, because on the pickup pass, I mean 3 passes with this razor is, is brave. But you should only attempt that if you've been shaving for a considerable amount of time. Been awkward, this bit. Here we go, got it. And that's it got there. That's it. BBS. So I'm just going to sort myself out, clean myself up, and I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. Nice shave. I'm now going to go on with the cold. And use the alum. So nice. Not a lot of burn. So I've obviously done quite a good job this time, apart from where I cut myself down here. But that's only a slight cut. There is a little bit of, there's more burn than I'd get, for instance, off a mrgshave or even the Edwin Jagger. But if I'm honest, the burn is, I would say, medium, shall we say. I wouldn't say it's a lot more than I get off the Game Changer 0.84 or the Edwin Jagger 316. But a new technique I'm doing now with this alum is I let it soak in for about 30 seconds. But while I'm letting it soak in, I have this little microfiber towel. And I make sure that's in nice and cold, in cold water, and then I wipe off the alum now. Which I'm about to do. So just soak it in some nice cold water and squeeze it out, and then straight on the face. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that is just so nice. Going over the shave I did yesterday. Yeah, that was a surprise shave for me yesterday. When I looked at the razor afterwards, I've got like a jeweler's loop type thing, and I looked at it and looked at the center bar. So where you open the butterfly, there's a long bar in the center on the base. That slightly off. So I've got some ceramic pliers and I've tried to bend it back, and when I put a blade in there it sits quite nicely. So my next face shave will probably be with that Parker 99R, and let's see if that's improved it. I doubt it, if I'm honest. I hardly had to do anything to it at all, but I just couldn't get the blade quite straight and even when when I did my head shave. I just couldn't do it. I was trying to really push the blade round, but when you're grabbing the tabs at the end and you try and twist, you might slice your fingers. So I was being very careful. But it looks better now. So and to be honest, I mean, I did notice when I just dropped the blade in, I did notice that it was out of alignment. And that happens with a lot of razors. If you just drop the blade in and don't take much notice or focus on what you're doing. That was my Boots witch hazel. But if you don't focus on what you're doing, you've got to make sure the blade exposure on both sides of the head are the same. And you've got to make sure that it's the same exposure from one end to the other on both sides, so that it's even. But yeah. It was just slightly, I noticed that there was a slight angle on the edge. It was thinner at one end and fatter at the other. By microns probably, but under the loop you could tell. You could tell, definitely. On with my Williams. This should be my favourite aftershave, as I have a son called William. Oh, that goes well with that scent. And then straight on with the post-shave lotion, Phoenix and Beau Iceni. Just one squirt will give you about that much. It's enough. In fact, it's enough for your head and your face. Oh, that's so nice. So that's me done until Christmas Eve, and then and it may be next year before you see me again. So if you don't see me, if I'm honest, I probably will do a shave. I'll start going through withdrawal symptoms. But I don't know when I'll do it. I don't want to tie myself down to a specific day. But I'm sure I will see you before the new year, and I might see you before Christmas. But if I don't, I hope you all have a really great Christmas, and let's hope we get a better new year. So yeah, it's bye-bye from me, and it's bye-bye from the beast, the Muhle R41. See ya.